and disappointments. Learning from one another. Get a Be Better health plan from Beacon and get simple and affordable medical benefits so you can build a better team. Call 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt for more information.
From the Canadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via
Tonight
the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
I'm reaching my dreams with GUT. They're the ones for me. I'm reaching my dreams with GUT. They're the ones for me. Since 1983, they've been serving the country, and we like all their financing, giving the people what they want, what they need, what they love. Come and join the family that's here for you all the way. From birth to graduation, your first job to your home and your car through your golden years.
The GT Credit Union has been actively supporting nation building through its many sponsorships and programs including financial literacy quiz, Pass the Torch Calypso program, junior cooperatives in secondary schools, CPEA, and the TAMCC grants. The credit union has helped many people make their dreams come true. Let them help you with yours. You don't have to be a teacher to be a member. So what are you waiting for?
GUT Credit Union, it's where you belong.
This is the GBN Television News for Wednesday, February 24th, 2021. I'm Chrislyn, Lashington. In the headlines, health officials say AstraZeneca vaccine will still be relevant if new strains of the COVID-19 virus are detected. Chinese residing in Boucherville, St. George, accused of creating illegal dumping sites for garbage and raw sewage. People of Carriacou speak about the impact of port relocation from Hillsborough to Tyrrell Bay. 4 senior women awarded during the Grenada Alzheimer's Association official launch. We have Trellona Charles in studio with us for more headlines.
Tonight in Around the Globe, the killer of a contractor in Guyana confesses to authorities. And heads of government take the COVID-19 vaccine on live TV in St. Lucia. Coming up in sports, Sri Lanka will have a new team captain for the West Indies tour next month. And famous golfer Tiger Woods sustains multiple injuries in a car crash.
Details right after this.
This is GBN, the nation's news leader. This segment is brought to you by Quartz Grenada Limited.
We are all essential in the fight against COVID-19.
At Quartz, we're doing our part, and we encourage you to stay at home, stay safe, and shop online at www.shopquartz.com.
For added convenience, our Quartz online customers will receive free delivery and get up to 20% off televisions, appliances, and homewares. Plus, if you shop with Ready Finance, you will pay nothing down for 60 days. Now, you can stay home, shop online, and save.
Remember, do the essential. Wear a mask, wash your hands, practice social distancing, stop the spread.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. Officials from the Ministry of Health are resolute on the notion that the AstraZeneca vaccine is one of the best for the Grenadian population, especially if the island experiences a second wave of the virus. If a new strain of COVID-19 is recorded in Grenada, one medical doctor is satisfied that the vaccine will still be relevant. Rena Pierre tells us more in this report.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health, Dr. Francis Martin, is adamant that if Grenada is to experience a second wave of the COVID-19 virus, the AstraZeneca vaccine will still be effective at its job. Dr. Martin, who was speaking at a recent media briefing, says the vaccine is approved by the World Health Organization.
I'll start from the science of it all. If the strain of the virus remains the same, the technology remains the same, the AstraZeneca vaccine continues to be as efficacious as it is now, then the short answer is yes. We expect the vaccine to perform very, very well. But I must say that based on the performance of our COVID response thus far and the hopeful success of our vaccine, and with everything else that is happening around us, I think we're doing our best to avoid a second wave.
In an attempt to convince skeptics about the vaccine, Dr. Martin says while the vaccine does not prevent persons from contracting the virus, it will help in the way in which the body is affected by it.
The vaccine will not prevent the virus from being lodged in your nostrils or your pharynx or your sinuses or your lungs. It doesn't prevent the virus from coming in there. What it does prevent is the virus causing you to be sick. So in other words, someone who's vaccinated can actually still carry the virus with them. For this reason, it is important that you still quarantine because you may be able to pass that virus on to somebody else. I must say, however, that this particular matter is currently being studied.
On the other hand, Minister for Health Nicholas Steele says although they are confident in the COVID-19 AstraZeneca vaccine, they are presently sourcing other vaccines.
Right now, I would say that there is an imminent announcement on other vaccines being approved by WHO, Pan American Health Organization, and possibly UK and European Center for Disease Control. Once that announcement is made, we have already, having had the advance information, started discussions about accessing those vaccines, but will not access them, will not bring them here until those announcements are made.
The Minister and the Permanent Secretary were speaking during government's weekly post-cabinet briefing on Tuesday. For GBN News, I am Rena Pierre reporting.
With over 1,253 jabs of COVID-19 vaccines administered between Friday and Tuesday, Acting Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sean Charles says the side effects reported are expected.
Soon after receiving your shot, there are some minor effects that are sometimes minor symptoms that I experience. For example, very common ones include itching and pain and warmth and redness and so on at the site where you got the injection. Persons may feel a little generally unwell. They may feel a little fatigue, chills, headache, nausea, joint pain. These are common symptoms that I experience after getting the vaccine. Less common, you may get a swelling at the site where you got the shot. You may have fever, vomiting, and have some general flu-like symptoms. And uncommon, persons may have a little dizziness, their appetite may decrease, may have a little abdominal pain, and they may get a little swelling in the lymph nodes close to the site where you get the injection. All right, then there's maybe some sweating as well.
The acting CMO notes that these side effects are temporary and should last a few hours or at least a day. People listed as the elderly in society may have to wait a little longer before receiving their jabs.
Grenada has not yet received its allocation of vaccine doses from the COVAX facility. All right? We are told that this will be soon, but I can't tell you the date. But we are also aware that because the vaccine manufacturers have signed deals with the developed countries, it's slowing COVAX efforts to get enough doses available for all the countries around the world.
Grenada has received 6,000 doses of the vaccines from the government of Barbados and the government of Dominica, which received their supplies from India. They were made available for frontline workers on the island. Well, on the 3 islands. The 6,000 doses will cover 3,000 persons in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique, ensuring they have both doses of the vaccine. The Eastern Caribbean Central Bank has approved the application for the sale of the RBC operations in the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union to a group of national banks. While this is so, RBTT Grenada Limited is yet to come to an amicable solution for workers surrounding the sale process. Rena Pear tells us more in this report.
In recent weeks, union representatives of the Technical and Allied Workers Union and the management of RBTT have been in negotiations following RBC Financial Caribbean announcement of the selling of its operations in the Eastern Caribbean, which includes RBTT Grenada Limited. Labour Commissioner Cyrus Griffith recently ruled in the favour of TAU, acknowledging the right of the workers to exercise the option to be terminated and receive severance pay in keeping with the collective labour agreement between the bank and TAU, a ruling that the union says the bank is now trying to escape. President General of TAU, Andrew Lewis, says the sale of the RBC operations in the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union does not mean that all is well.
The bank has a timeline to meet. We don't. The bank is selling. And therefore, the bank has a timeline that it is operating with. No investor, and I'm speaking here of the new owners, would want to come into an environment that is laced with hostilities.
A few weeks ago, workers at the bank called in sick for 2 days, almost crippling the bank's operations as a form of protest. The president outlined that the bank should be careful to avoid creating a hostile environment for the next owners to come.
The RBC took a decision to sell its Eastern Caribbean operations, including RBTT Grenada. There's a process that is required. And part of that process is to get regulatory approval from the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. So the regulators have to make a decision in relation to this, which they did, and they have okayed the transaction. That's only part of the process. So the announcement from the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank that they have given the regulatory approval, as I said, is one part of the process. The next part of the process would have to do with what you call local approval in terms of signing of the vesting order. And that has not yet been completed. And we do not expect that to be completed until our matters have been resolved. Yes, so what you have heard, it is not that the process is completed. There's a process as far as the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank is completed.
The announcement that the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank has approved the application for the sale of the RBC operations in the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union to a group of national banks was made by Governor to the ECCB Timothy and Twine at a press briefing following the 98th meeting of the ECCU Monetary Council last Friday at ECCB headquarters in St. Kitts and Nevis. The sale includes operations in Antigua and Barbuda, the Commonwealth of Dominica, Grenada, Montserrat, St. Lucia, St. Kitts and Nevis, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. For GBN News, I am Rena Pear reporting.
The relocation of the Grenada Port Authority's facility in Carriacou from the town of Hillsborough to Tyrrell Bay has a positive effect on the development of businesses in the surrounding areas. Trellona Charles visited the area and spoke to a representative of one of those businesses who benefited from the development.
Within walking distance of the arrival terminal is Alexis Food Stores. This state-of-the-art supermarket is the only one of its kind on the sister isle of Carriacou. But that's not all. The complex is also home to a credit union and a gaming lounge, which has brought life to the Harveyvale area. Businesses in the Tyrrell Bay and Harveyvale area have been positively impacted since the Grenada Port Authority moved from Hillsborough to the Tyrrell Bay Port in 2018. Supervisor at Alexis Food Stores, Shanaika McBurney, spoke to GBN about the effects of the nearby port on business.
The nearby port has impacted the supermarket and the area positively. It's been really, really good. Whereas before, where the port was in Hillsborough, there were not much traffic here in Harveyville. But now, as the port is right there, you have persons coming off the boat and coming directly to the supermarket. So it has been a big benefit to the supermarket as well as the area on a whole.
According to McBurney, the opening of the supermarkets along with other businesses has contributed to the development of the area and has played a part in transforming the once inactive Harveyvale to a hub of activity.
It has brought life to the area, especially the bar and Blast. Before, it would have been a bit more quiet because there were not much activities taking place here in Harveyville. But since the supermarket has been opened and with the establishment of the bar and Blast, we tend to have a lot more customers. They close relatively late once there is no restrictions, and so they close a bit late, so you have activities going on for quite a while. So that has livened up the area on a whole.
McBurney said more development is on the way for Harveyvale as the complex is currently under construction with plans to expand for the creation of more business.
Hopefully by the end of this year. There was a big setback due to COVID, but we're looking at by the end of the year with the construction. Once that is done, then of course that will be a new addition which will bring more business to the plaza on a whole.
Plans are underway for the previous port's warehouse and jetty located in Hillsborough to be renovated for future use. Reporting from Harveyvale, Carriacou, I'm Trellona Charles.
Very convenient location, I could testify to that. This is News at 7. Coming up, Chinese residing in Boucherjou, St. George, accused of creating illegal dumping sites for garbage and raw sewage. We are hearing from a concerned citizen about that when we come back. Stay with us.
There's a reason we have been here to serve you for the past 40 years. A reason we have continued to grow. A reason we have continued to celebrate. That reason is you. We have been here to help you plan for your future and here to help you celebrate your achievements. We continue to be here even when the future seems unclear, because one thing is certain: you're the reason we care.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you. Need a quick, convenient way to pay your bills and avoid lines? Use the online banking feature from Republic Bank, First Caribbean, or Co-op Bank. Contact them today to set up your online banking and enjoy 24-hour convenience to make your bill payments. Stay safe. Grenlec, we are united even when we are apart.
Your hard work, talent, and creativity, plus Flow, equals more ways to chase your dreams. Flow is connecting all of Grenada, from Point Salines to Hillsborough, with the most reliable connection on the island. So now everyone can work, study, and keep moving forward together. Visit discoverflow.co for more information.
Imagine your day without having to wait in line, without having to write at every store, without touching the pen everyone else used, having your info exposed to everyone. Sounds great, huh? Well, it's possible. Here is TEDA. With TEDA, you download once, register once, and just scan to check in everywhere. No hassle, no forms, no hold up. Simple and easy. TEDA lets you explore, discover new places, new products, and new experiences. What are you waiting for? Get Get Tether for free from your App Store today and enjoy contactless convenience.
Brace yourselves, because
on Sunday, February 28th from 6 p.m.
get set for another massive Wackety virtual bingo!
The Backyard Edition.
And this time you can win a whopping $20,000!
Are you kidding me right now?
No joke, $20,000 and tickets are only $20 in Grenada. Tickets are available at gotofed.com or numerous box offices island-wide or at our main office on Bruce Street Mall.
If you're overseas, tickets are only available on gotofed.com.
Remember,
this time we're playing in our backyards.
So it's gonna be more fun and more excitement. Sunday, February 28th. Get ready for Wackety Virtual Bingo, the new way to play bingo.
When I need shelter, warmth, security, I know you'll be there. Something in these moments lets me know you care. Maybe the way you shield me, maybe it's your smiles and the way you tell me it's okay to try. Now I'm invincible. I can pack my sack. I can take the long road, 'cause it's okay to look back if I am scared. I know you're there. Arise, together there's no limit to what we can do. Arise, with no wings, fly. Arise, and we're so high, enjoy the view. Arise, look, no wings, fly.
This is Ariza, your financial freedom, your future.
Leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
There's a reason we have been here to serve you for the past 40 years. A reason we have continued to grow. A reason we have continued to celebrate. That reason is you. We have been here to help you plan for your future and here to help you celebrate your achievements. We continue to be here, even when the future seems unclear. Because one thing is certain, you're the reason we care.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Thanks for staying with us. A health hazard or environmental threat has surfaced in the vicinity of the Chinese housing project in Bushejou, St. George, which has one resident furious. He said the air around was fresh and clean until now. It is polluted. He is pleading for urgent action or else he will be forced to take the matter further. Enough is enough, he says. Chrislyn John has the details.
Zebby Lyon is a resident close to the Chinese housing project in Bushejou, St. George for approximately 5 years now. He says he's fed up of living close to unsanitary conditions created by the people living on site at the Chinese low-income project. He says since 2018, when construction on the structures began, he was forced to put up with the stench emanating from the Chinese residents' sewer, rodents infestation from the area where household waste is dumped, and mosquitoes from a large hole with stagnant water. All this he showed the GBN crew in close proximity to his house. He says this is too much for one human to have to tolerate.
They have a drain where they gather some water, and it is a whole long drain, probably about 30 to 40 feet or could have longer, and it is breeding frogs and all type of different mosquitoes and all type of thing, wherein it's really, really uncomfortable and dangerous to live in. When the breeze blows, that is what you're inhaling. Also have garbage with big holes and throwing in, and it is exposed and creating a lot of rats.
Zebby says he spoke to whom he believed was the person in charge on site at the Chinese project. However, the individual told him to talk to his government. He proceeded with his concern to the Ministry of Health, Environmental Division on more than one occasion, he says. However, to date, he said nothing has been done to put a stop to it.
That a couple of reports and they had ignored me. That they have opened and made complaint on the holes that they dig in. We have a very important that the people should know what type of way these people living among us. And it's like our government doing nothing about it. And any problem or anything they create, and you tell them that is wrong, they will tell you talk to our government.
During Tuesday's post-cabinet brief, both Minister of Health, Nicholas Steele, and Permanent Secretary, Dr. Francis Martin, says they both have no knowledge of this situation.
I am not aware of this particular matter, but I'm glad that you raised it, Rena, so I am going to take a note of it and ask the Environmental Health Department to look into it as soon as I get away from this press conference.
Yeah, and Rena, let me go further to say that the fact that two of us don't know about it doesn't mean that residents may not have made a complaint to the Environmental Health Department. It simply says that no one has escalated it to our level to say that there is an unresolved issue. But as the PS said, and I will also follow up to inquire about it, since it has gotten to you, obviously someone out there feels that they have not received the attention or the remedy that they are deserving of.
While the Permanent Secretary says he will have the Environmental Department look into the situation, GBN reached out to the Chief Environmental Officer in the Ministry of Health, Andrew Worm, who had this response.
I'm not familiar with those issues. They have not been reported to the Environmental Health Department per se. So I think the Ministry of Works speak with the Chief Technical Officer with regards to that.
The Ministry of Works for an environmental issue?
Well, they have not referred it. And as far as I know, the housing scheme at Boucherjou is still under construction. Not occupied. So how that person has a problem?
Our news desk attempted to establish contact with Chief Technical Officer Ms. Naja Andal. However, this proved futile. Chrislyn John, GBN News.
Dementia is one of the biggest health and social challenges facing Latin America and the Caribbean region. The Grenada Alzheimer's Association held its virtual launch, which sparked the discussion about the importance of raising awareness about the disease affecting millions across the globe.
The Grenada Alzheimer's Association was established as a non-profit organization in February 2020. The association celebrated its official launch virtually on February 14th, 2021. The historic event commemorated the first time government representatives, faith leaders, community members, global organizations, and global virtual attendees united to discuss the importance of caring for seniors and raising awareness of Alzheimer's and dementia-related diseases. According to Alzheimer's Disease International, over 50 million people are living with dementia. The organization's goal is to improve and enhance the quality of life for seniors, disabled persons, persons living with Alzheimer's and dementia-related diseases, their caregivers, and families. Building awareness about this devastating disease through education, advocacy, targeted programs, stigma education, caregiver trainings, and events are critical components. The Maria Holder Memorial Trust, whose mission is to contribute to the alleviation of poverty and to improve the quality of life of vulnerable people, donated to the GAA's COVID-19 Core Hygienic and Services Project. President of the Grenada Alzheimer's Association, Mrs. Oslin Williams, said the donation allows the association to provide hygienic products that will make a significant difference to seniors, the disabled, and those in need, especially during this devastating pandemic. A special award ceremony was also held acknowledging women who have made significant contributions to the lives of others. Awards were received by Ms. Avis Theodore, Mrs. Myra Wilson, Mrs. Nora Felix, and Reverend Eleanor Glasgow. The Grenada Alzheimer's Association looks forward to developing collaborative partnerships with the government, churches, businesses, and other organizations. Trellona Charles, GBN News.
Well, I hope you're ready for the social buzz. We're turning our attention to what has been creating a buzz on social media. Trellona Charles has been looking around the platforms.
This is Social Buzz, where we shine a light on the thoughts and concerns of our online audience. In yesterday's press briefing, Minister of Health Nicholas Steele said the majority of the population must be vaccinated before the government can have any discussions about the resumption of carnival activities.
Once we can accelerate the process of vaccinating, we can then begin to have, and I look forward to that, to coming here and we're discussing what we're doing and the big fireworks, etc. for Christmas, New Year's, or Carnival, or we're going to have a September Carnival because we have vaccinated the majority of our population. All of those things are possible if we work together and get vaccinated.
Our online audience had much to say about the health minister's statement. Gemma commented, "I'm not going to be blackmailed into anything. I'm not taking this vaccine." Another individual commented, "I can't believe people in Grenada fall for that carnival trick story. Just like in the election, we found oil. Up to now, where is the oil? Taking vaccines for carnival with the airports open to high-risk countries still can cause a wide spread of the virus." Stephen asked, "Are we the people of Grenada being blackmailed by our government?" Tristan wrote, "All the cases of COVID in Grenada are imported. All you had to do is make sure the people coming into our borders are vaccinated and stop blackmailing the people of the country." And Jose commented, "Vaccine or no vaccine, Grenadians will be playing jab-jab. So, Mr. Steele, rain can't stop little Tommy from playing outside." That's it for tonight's Social Buzz. If you would like to have your thoughts and concerns shared, be sure to comment on GBN's Facebook page.
From the thought process to the visual impact, let's take a peek through the GBN EyeSaw lens.
A good eye captures all. GBN EyeSaw is brought to you by Clear Vision.
You know us, but we knew. You feel at home with every visit. An experienced team offering personalized courtier service and trendy brand name lifestyle products. We're changing the vision care landscape one customer at a time. Clear Vision Eye Center. People and technology coming together to help you see the world with a clearer vision.
Grenadian residing in the United States is being celebrated in recognition of Black History Month. Tonight, our EyeSaw submission features a post via Facebook by the Maryland Department of Public Safety and Correctional Services, which recognizes Sergeant Aisha Charles. A past student of St. Joseph's Convent St. George's, Sergeant Charles is celebrated as an example of excellence and achievement as a law enforcement officer. The post reads in part that Sergeant Charles has been with the department for 6 years but has wasted no time developing as an officer and an individual. The post lists a series of her educational accomplishments, adding that throughout her career she has pushed herself to grow and inspires those around her to constantly improve. That 473 flag flies everywhere. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
To conserve water as the peak of the dry season approaches. This is news at 7.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform. Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
We understand it can be hard getting from the bus terminal to the Kirani James Athletic Stadium just to get your fresh fruits and veggies. But guess what? Your troubles are over. Enjoy a free bus shuttle from the bus terminal to the temporary market at the Kirani James Stadium
every Friday and Saturday until the end of March.
Let us buy local, eat local, and support our local market vendors.
Grenada Conference of Seventh-day Adventists presents Good News Gospel Explosion with Evangelist Dr. Claudius Morgan. This life-changing gospel series begins on Friday, February 26th and continues nightly at 7 p.m. You can follow this series on Mission Life Grenada via YouTube and Facebook. You can also follow on grenadaadventist.org, Flow Channel 31, that's 3ABN, GFN Radio 91.3 FM and 100.3 FM, GBB Ministries, and download the Bovi Bible Seminars app. There will be good gospel singing, prayer sessions, special features, dynamic and powerful preaching from the man of God. Come hear interesting topics such as out on bail and torn between two lovers. Above all, God will offer the free gift of salvation. Good News Gospel Explosion. It will be thrilling and exciting.
The kingdom of God.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of them, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016 or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Tropical shipping is fast and reliable. Always on time, safe and affordable. Friendly staff here to connect you. Tropical worldwide, you must get you. Shop online and you get it on time. Hassle free to meet your deadline. Consolidate any size, any load with Tropical shipping, so we ship everything. I can't wait to ship with Tropical. Can't wait. No package too big, too small. I cannot wait to ship with Tropical. No package too big, too small. Just ship with Tropical.
Local agents, George F. Huggins and Company, Grenada Limited. Telephone number 440-8787 or visit our website at www.tropical.com. Email us at grenadasales@tropical.com. Tropical Shipping, committed to island life.
Have you ever felt the need to give back to your vegetable or flower garden, lawn, potted plants, or planters? The Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority is pleased to introduce the new Home Garden Composter. A neat, efficient, quick, and easy start to home composting. Get great value from your food scraps, grass, lawn clippings, paper waste, and animal manure through home composting. When you do, you will be returning valuable nutrients to the earth rather than discarding at the landfills. Get started with a home garden composter, now available at Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, and let your home garden composter make your gardening dreams come true.
Is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Your hard work, talent, and creativity, plus Flow, equals more ways to chase your dreams. Flow is connecting all of Grenada, from Point Salines to Hillsborough, with the most reliable connection on the island. So now everyone can work, study, and keep moving forward together. Visit discoverflow.co for more information.
The labor movement is making a clarion call to government to address the major concern of transportation of workers. President of the Trades Union Council, Senator Andre Lewis, says the provision of transportation must be made to take workers, especially female workers, safely from work to home in the late hours of the night or the early hours of the morning.
And we are making this call for there to be a sit-down to seriously address the issue of transportation. Quite a number of our sisters are potentially exposed to danger because as the economic challenges continue and the workers have to continue their jobs and there may be changes in hours, yet still we find that our sisters have to be out trying to make themselves home.
Senator Lewis says transportation continues to be a major concern which the labor movement has in its cards to be addressed.
I know that there's curfew, so that has helped in a way to ensure that people get home by reasonable time. But the aspect of transportation has been and is one of serious concerns. And the labor movement, the Trade Union Council, will put that as one of the central issues that coming out of COVID, we must fix.
The National Water and Sewage Authority is advising Grenadians to be prepared as we approach the peak of the dry season. Consumers in some areas will have to prepare for valve regulations. Let's hear more.
The National Water and Sewage Authority, NAWASA, is encouraging customers to not become complacent with their use of water, although the COVID-19 pandemic requires increased use of water. Jamila Lewis Samuel, Communications Supervisor at NAWASA, while reminding the public of how important water conservation is during this season, says valve regulation had to start earlier this year for one commonly affected water system before another two had to be valve regulated.
Unfortunately, we had to actually start our valve regulation schedule for at least 3 water systems earlier, than usual. Last year, during when we had, the COVID, we actually had our first valve regulation schedule implemented for the Les Avocats water system on the 1st of April. This year, Les Avocats became valve regulated on the 2nd of February. So we've been monitoring all water systems. As you say, daily we get update from our plant operators and they are able to provide us, okay, we have this amount of rainfall, how the treatment plants are functional. And we continue to see a further decline in production from the Les Avocats water system. And as a result of this, we had to institute valve regulation schedule for that system.
Lewis says despite projections of a 45% chance of above normal rainfall during the dry season this year, nature can be unpredictable, and so it is important to be prepared regardless of forecasts.
According to the forecast from the Caribbean Institute of Meteorology and Hydrology, we are expecting for the months of February, March, and April at least a 45% chance that rainfall will be above normal. So we're hoping that, this holds fast and that we are able to progress into the remainder of the dry season, being mindful that April is like the peak of the dry season. And they are also anticipating or projecting, should I say, a 35% chance that it will be normal and only a 20% chance that it will be below normal. So if this works well for us, it would at least lessen the challenges that our water systems will be faced with.
The dry season runs from January to June each year and usually peaks around April. Citizens are reminded to conserve water, especially during this period, to avoid the effects of drought. Lewis was a guest on GBN's Good Morning Grenada on Tuesday. For GBN News, Beverly Tellisford.
Stay with us. Weather and sports up next.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
For your education,
For your financial freedom.
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Do you know what time it is? You guessed right, it's detox time again. At Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center and Natural Health Store. Purchase our 7-day cleansing pack for only $500. Includes everything you need for a complete total body cleanse. Cleanse your blood, kidney, liver, and colon. This cleanse will help you lighten up and get rid of the excess. Also available are our special product Detox Combo Pack for only $100. Try our single detox products starting from $40. Check us out now. Belmont St. George's, close to the Fall Edge area, or call us on 231-6642, 449-7753, or 418-7115. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. Detox, your way to health.
What are you looking for? Top quality copy paper, linen paper, bond paper maybe, or lunch bags, maybe a gift set, or maybe you're just not sure. Then visit us today. K&R Bookstore. We are so much more than your regular bookstore. Visit us at the corner of Scotch and Young Street, or give us a call 420-5307 or 321-3500. K&R Bookstore. Convenience, quality, excellent prices.
And Valley Pharmacy offers both wholesale and retail pharmaceutical and over-the-counter products. We have the most competitive and affordable prices. We are the agents for Vit Plus multivitamin for healthy everyday lifestyle and Sanatogen powder. Hills and Valley Pharmacy supplies the best quality, name brand clinical products such as Rescue Oil, Bio Oil, Neutrogena, Aveeno, and Clarisil. We offer the most convenient opening hours. Our telephone numbers are 435-6904 or 6903. Remember, at Hills and Valley Pharmacy, your health is our business. We care.
Now open, Hills and Valley Medicare Center, your one-stop for medical supplies, massage therapy, physiotherapy, and an in-house physician. At Hills and Valley, your health is our business.
The Ministry of Health's COVID-19 vaccination program is underway, and all tourism frontline workers are encouraged to get their vaccine at the Radisson Beach Resort Convention Center in Grand Anse from Wednesday 24th to Friday 26 February from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. This includes accommodation, tourism vendors, charter services, beach chair operators, dive operators, restaurant workers, gift and souvenir shop employees, public and private attractions, taxi drivers, tour
tour operators, boatyards, marinas, water sport operators, bartenders, car rentals, and any other tourism frontline worker who provides goods or services to visitors. Remember, this vaccination exercise continues until this Friday, February 26th at the Radisson Beach Resort Convention Center from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Please carry some form of identification with you, such as a national ID, driver's license, NS card, or passport. Get vaccinated today. Let's protect each other and our nation.
Keeping an eye on the weather. This is GBN. We've got you covered.
Tonight's minimum temperature 24.5 degrees Celsius. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy and breezy, with few brief to widely scattered showers improving overnight. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate to rough. Waves 6 to 8 feet in open waters. A marine advisory remains in effect. Tides are low at 8 p.m. and high at 1:45 a.m. Looking ahead, Thursday, weather is expected to be generally fair, hazy, and windy, becoming partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy with few brief morning and nighttime showers. On Friday, generally fair, hazy, and windy, becoming partly cloudy at times with few brief to widely scattered showers. On Saturday, we're looking at partly cloudy and windy with few brief to widely scattered showers and some fair spells. That's it for your weather forecast right here on GBN News.
Good evening, sporting fans. I'm Trellona Charles. Sri Lanka will be touring the West Indies next month for the T20 series, and they will have a new captain. This and more with TV6's James Saunders.
Into the job. Well, Sri Lanka will have a new T20 captain for the tour of the West Indies next month. Dasun Shanaka has been appointed the team's T20 captain, replacing Lasith Malinga. Malinga is out of the running, having not trained with the squad.
Dasun Shanaka has been building his stripes for the Sri Lankan team. He previously led the T20 side on the 2019 tour to Pakistan, where Sri Lanka won 3-0. He has been handed the captaincy over to Shara Pereira, who has also led Sri Lanka in the format before and has also been the captain of the winning LPL franchise. However, Shanaka will not arrive with the team. According to Cricinfo, a delay in processing his transit visa to the United States of America has meant that he was unable to leave for the Caribbean yesterday. It is unclear if he will make it in time for the first of 3 T20s on March 3rd, as he will need to undergo quarantine. Meantime, Sri Lanka will be without opener Upul Tharanga. The former Sri Lankan batsman has announced his retirement from international cricket after a near 15-year career. Tharanga made his international debut in an ODI against the West Indies in Dambulla in 2005. He has played 292 matches across formats, scoring 9,112 international runs, including 18 centuries. Sergio Dufour, TV6 Sport.
Well, it's been a raggy road off the field, so Nicolau, how about that? Well, the sporting world was rocked today with the news that golf superstar Tiger Woods is in surgery after suffering multiple leg injuries in a car crash in Los Angeles earlier today. The LA County Sheriff's Department said that it responded to a single vehicular rollover accident in which the vehicle sustained major damage. The 15-time golf major champion had to be taken out of the wreck by firefighters and paramedics using the jaws of life. Woods' agent Mark Steinberg said he is currently in surgery, and we thank you for your privacy and support. court. The 45-year-old Woods was at the Riviera Country Club in LA at the weekend as host of the Genesis Invitational. We send positive vibes towards Tiger Woods and company. All right, let's head over to some basketball now, where it took overtime for the Wizards to get past the Lakers 127-124. Russell Westbrook scored 32 points and Bradley Beal 33 points in the victory. LeBron James tallied 31 points for the Lakers, but again ended up on the losing end.
LeBron keeping Los Angeles in the game, takes it all the way in himself, gets the bucket and the foul. LeBron again, backing down the defender, finishes for 2. Then Kyle Kuzma kicks it out to KCP for the 3 to tie it. We're tied at 111. Westbrook coming up with the huge assist that leads to the 3 to retake the lead. Washington up 114-111. Lakers down 2. LeBron gets the tough bucket to fall plus the foul, but at the free throw line to take the lead, he misses the free throw, so we're tied at 115. Under 5 seconds to go. Bradley Beal with the chance to win. Rises up, but he'll miss the jumper. We're going to overtime. In OT, who else would you start with? Bradley Beal. Almost loses it, but then drives it in, turns it into something good, finishes with the tough reverse layup. He had 33 points in this game. LeBron feeds KCP for the 3. He had 21 points. Then, off the inbounds, Russell Westbrook drives, finishes plus the foul. He had 32 points, 14 rebounds, and 9 assists. And Washington wins a tough one, 127-124, despite the last effort there by the Los Angeles Lakers as time expires in overtime.
He's so good that he's bad. He's tonight's player of the day. Been underrated. However, French World Cup winning striker Olivier Giroud is excellent at reminding everyone why he's
bad. We bad Gaza, bad we bad. Bad we bad Gaza, bad we bad. Bad we bad Gaza, bad we bad.
Thanks, Vibes Cartel. Well, today it was no different, as the fantastic Frenchman showed that you never really forget how to ride a bike, as his 68-minute goal gave Chelsea a 1-0 first leg win over Atletico Madrid in their Champions League match today. Say it one more time, Vibes.
Bad we bad Gaza, bad we bad. Bad we bad Gaza, bad we bad. Bad we bad Gaza, bad we bad.
He's bad. He's bad. And you know it. That's why Olivier Giroud is tonight's TV6.
Which league them a play, them a juggle. Have you ever seen a shadow dog?
Play of the day. I must admit, it is very hard giving a play of the day to a Chelsea player, but hey, you won that one. That's it for sport for the team. I'm James Saunders. Catch you later.
Tonight's probe around the globe takes us to Guyana, where drugs and an alleged affair were why a Bell West contractor was killed and his body was dumped into a septic tank. That's what detectives heard as the prime suspect has confessed. Here are the details from Amel Griffith.
Police have obtained a confession statement from 28-year-old Fazil Ibrahim as investigations continue into the discovery of the body of 32-year-old Colin Anthony Henry, whose body was found in a septic tank on Saturday at Bell West on the west bank of Demerara. Police sources familiar with the investigation had initially believed that the motive of the crime was a robbery, since Ibrahim was seen by the victim's brother riding his motorcycle. But late Monday night, while being interrogated, Ibrahim reportedly admitted to killing King because King was allegedly having an affair with his wife, and also because he allegedly owed him money for drugs. In giving details of the killing, Ibrahim told investigators that after he returned from a hangout with friends, he armed himself with a piece of iron and beat the contractor to death, then dumped his body in the septic tank. King's brother had told reporters after he called to identify the body that it appeared as though his brother was beaten to death.
Well, basically what happened, we know missing right now is the bike. Motorbike. He purchased a bike recently, and is the bike missing? And is the bike make to know that or really transfer, because I said I see somebody's riding the bike who living in the whole and nobody the bike. So it's the bike already.
What kind of bike?
MCG motorbike.
Ibrahim claims that he had killed King since the 16th of February. He said King had returned from a party. That's when he confronted his roommate. An argument ensued and he dealt King the fatal blows. The following day, Ibrahim admitted, as initially reported by Nightly News, that he rode Anthony's motorcycle to a location in Grove where he pawned it. On Tuesday morning, police went to the Grove location where the motorbike was recovered and arrested another man. Ibrahim was arrested in a minibus on Saturday, last hours after police issued a wanted bulletin for him. He is expected in court this week as a file in the matter is being dispatched to the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution.
St. Lucia's top health experts, frontline workers and high-ranking government officials on live television Wednesday took their first of 2 shots of the AstraZeneca-manufactured COVID-19 vaccine. The aim was to assure the public of the vaccine's safety and to dispel concerns. So, did the live broadcast of the vaccine rollout inspire confidence? NBC Prime took to the streets to get the people's reactions.
Development is a process that involves rigorous and complex laboratory testing. It can take up to 6 years of animal and lab testing before a vaccine candidate can make it to the clinical phases for trials on humans. The COVID-19 vaccine is a rare exception, moving from the development stage to approval in less than 12 months. In 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic claimed millions of lives worldwide and infected millions more. In an effort to slow the spread, multinational public health agencies granted emergency use authorizations to international drug makers like AstraZeneca, Moderna, and Pfizer to approve their COVID-19 vaccine candidates. In February, St. Lucia got 3,000 AstraZeneca doses. Months earlier, one survey revealed more than half of St. Lucians say they'd refuse a free vaccine shot, even if it were endorsed by the chief medical officer. This week, the island's top health experts, frontline workers, and high-ranking government officials were first in line to get the first AstraZeneca jabs. It was aired on live TV to dissuade public doubt and allay safety concerns from local anti-vaxxers and skeptics.
I'm not confident in taking any vaccine. At some point in time, it might be mandatory. However, I will never say never is never. However, now I don't intend to take it as yet.
Don't really trust these scientists 100%, you know, but well, probably time a little later down from now when I see how things going with the people, well, then I will consider whether I will take it or not.
I don't believe that's the real COVID-19 vaccine. And I believe, yes, they said about they had that vaccine, that's to give the people. But everybody's different. You don't know what kind of effect it will have on people.
Wednesday's historic vaccine rollout may not have had the positive impact on the St. Lucian public. The Health Ministry has since rolled out its own survey to gauge and address COVID-19 vaccine concerns. To date, 25 people who tested positive for the COVID-19 virus have passed away. More than 2,500 have contracted the virus since the pandemic began a year ago. St. Lucia's leading health experts say the vaccine is the best option to contain and possibly eliminate COVID-19 from our society. Rihani Isidore.
That's it for tonight's Probe Around the Globe. Stay with us as Chrislyn gives you a recap of tonight's top stories.
Let's recap the headlines. Health officials say AstraZeneca vaccine will still be relevant if new strains are detected. Chinese residing in Boucherville, St. George, accused of creating illegal dumping sites for garbage and raw sewage. Neighbor says it's unbearable. People of Carriacou speak about the impact of port relocation from Hillsborough to Tyrrell Bay. 4 senior women awarded during the Grenada Alzheimer's Association official launch. In around the globe, the killer of a contractor in Guyana confesses to authorities. And heads of authority take the COVID-19 vaccine on live TV in St. Lucia. In sports, Sri Lanka gets new team captain for the West Indies tour next month, while famous golfer Tiger Woods sustains multiple injuries in a car crash. If you missed any parts of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on GBN Television's Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Chrislyn Lashington. That's the news. We'll see you again. Good night.